After spending a year and a half living here in Africa, and particularly in Kenya, I've come to realize that richness isn't always about how much money you have, but what does it really mean to be rich? For most of us, when we hear the word rich, we immediately think of money, possessions, cars, or a large bank account. But it is about freedom. The freedom to live on your own terms, the freedom to follow your passion, and the freedom to truly experience life without constantly chasing material wealth. When I first came to Africa, I thought of how I would support myself financially. It's a natural concern, how to make a living and how to sustain the life you want. But what I've come to learn is that money will always come when you're aligned with your purpose. And when I say purpose, I mean doing the things you genuinely care about. Here on this beautiful continent, you learn that things take time. And at that time, you learn patience, appreciation, and the value of the journey itself. I remember driving through Namibia from Cape Town through vast stretches of land with nothing but nature around me. And this was the loudest silence I've ever heard. No cars, no people, no distractions. In some moments on the side of the road, it was just silent. It was in these moments that I realized something deep. I was happy and I felt free. There were no deadlines, there was no pressure, no need to constantly be productive. And in that silence, I felt the most clarity I've had in a long time. Sometimes the most powerful revelations come when you step away from your work, your routine, and just listen. In those moments when I wasn't working, I felt my mind was very clear. My energy came back and problems that once seemed impossible to solve suddenly felt manageable. The African continent has a way of teaching you that life is so much more than just the hustle. It's about taking the time to enjoy the process. This isn't to say that making money isn't important. I want to be able to support myself and my family financially. But what I've learned is that money comes naturally when you focus on doing things that you actually love. Whether it's making videos, building businesses, or anything else that fills your heart, the financial rewards will follow. The key is not to let the money be the main goal. Let your passion lead you. Take my videos for example. I don't create them with the sole intention of making money. My purpose is to document my journey, to share what I've learned, and to help others who are thinking about doing the same thing as I did. I know there are people out there, especially in the diaspora, who dream of moving to Africa, but they aren't sure how to start or what to expect. My videos are for you. And here's something I've learned along the way. I know that with a German passport, that if things go wrong, I can always go back. That's a safety net that many people here don't have. But this privilege has also given me a different perspective. It has allowed me to appreciate the freedom that comes with not consistently chasing after money. I've had the chance to speak with people from all walks of life here, and every one of them has taught me something very valuable. There's a wisdom in the way people here approach life. They focus on community, on the present moment, on finding joy in the little things. And I think that is richness. I always like to think back to a famous interview of Bob Marley where he was asked if he was rich. And his response was so simple, yet so profound. He said, "My richness is life forever." It's a reminder that richness is not about how much money or possessions you have, but how much you enjoy the life you're living. Whenever I feel myself getting caught up in the chase for more, I go back to that interview. It grounds me. It reminds me that the true wealth is about passion, freedom, and living with a purpose. Being on this continent has opened so many doors for me, not because I was chasing after the money, but because people saw the passion behind what I do. They saw I was genuinely here to learn, to grow, and to contribute. And that authenticity resonates. Opportunities come naturally when you focus on what really matters. So to anyone watching this, especially to those of you who are dreaming of coming to Africa, don't just come for the money, come for the experience and come for the growth. And of course it will take a lot of time and you will face a lot of challenges, but in the end what you will gain is richness that no amount of money can buy you. The beauty of Africa isn't just in its landscapes, it's in the freedom it offers. The freedom to live, to explore, and to find happiness in the journey, not just a destination. If you are thinking of making a move to Africa, or if you've already made it, I hope this message resonates with you. Remember, the journey is the reward, and the richness you will find here goes far beyond money. It's in the freedom to live your life fully on your own terms. I hope this video helped you a little bit to get some clarity of what this journey will be like. I know, of course, we all come here to fulfill our dreams, to do something big, but I think the real happiness would be on the journey and not in the destination itself. I wish you all the best. This is what I've came to realize, and I thank you for listening to my experiences and being part of the journey with me. Play some videos here about my experiences moving here, what the journey was like for me, and some other videos about Africa's development.